Can you hear me now? Don't you love technical difficulties? Well, you know what? Speaking of technical difficulties, we're going to deal with that with editing. Okay, so we are on day number 5, and it's time to really dig into editing. Yesterday, we were dealing with graphics and kind of preliminary stuff, and now the time has come to edit. Now, there are, editing is an art, and much like art, there are different methods to the madness that you can perform. Some people like to import all their clips and have them all in the timeline and then go through and cut them up. Some people like to have them over in their own individual baskets and pull them down as needed. Completely up to you. Okay. I understand in iMovie, it'll just kind of, if you ask for certain clips, it'll just dump them all in the timeline. Like I said, completely up to you how you want to do it, or you can just pull clips in one at a time. I'm a one at a time type person. I like to edit in Premiere Pro. This is what I'll be editing this one in. And I like to go in, look at the clip, cut it down to what I need, and pull it into the timeline. Personal preference. And part of you doing this is getting an idea of how long or it's going to take you and what your method is. So you're going to do that, and you're going to get started on that today. Don't worry, you also have tomorrow to do some editing as well. Some other things when it comes to editing is that this is not something you can do and be partially distracted. No, watching a movie while you're editing. Honestly, because I have to be so laser focused on editing, I don't like have my kids around or things like that. So get it in when you can. And also, when you're editing, a good idea is to have headphones on so you can, I think it also helps with your focus. You won't have to worry about sound this time. So you won't need the headphones for that, but I think it's kind of nice just to help you focus in on what you're editing. Some other things, because we're not using sync sound, you can go ahead and just get rid of all the audio and just focus on the visual and cut it down. Be mindful of length of clips. I think of Monty Python when they say, get on with it. Get on with it. Don't show something, like if it's the same repeating motion over and over again, don't keep showing it. Either speed it up or just do a few so they get the idea and then cut to the project farther along, okay? I'm trying to think of anything else I need to tell you, because editing, there's so much to it. And honestly, it's one of the things you just got to do and you will figure it out. So we will have some time tomorrow to do it as well, because like editing, especially when you're getting used to it, can take a while. The other thing is that it's kind of nice. I want you to edit it and then put it down for the night, and then tomorrow have you look at it again and watch it all the way through. And that's the other thing, is that you need to watch it all the way through. And one more thing I'm going to give you a heads up on. When you are building graphics in Premiere, they do not spell check it for you. They do in iMovie, but they don't in Premiere. And because of that, I have been bitten multiple times. I don't know if you've noticed it. I've actually already shown you a video with a typo in it. So be careful. And it doesn't hurt to have a second pair of eyes check that for you either. Okay? So get started with your editing today. Get all your clips in. Start building it out. And where do you start? It's a good idea just to start at the beginning and work your way on from that. So keep going. Editing, I know, can be a little scary, but honestly, this is kind of fun because this is where it starts to look like a video and it all comes together. All right, I will see you tomorrow.